Before I go for the vote, Mr. Dehne.
San Dehne, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government, and I'll be very brief. I took my brand new iPhone out there, Googled Art Town calendar, and sure enough, there it is, just like up on the screen there. So it does work if you're looking for a calendar. It's right there. And anyway, we're talking about, it looks like $200,000 more or less in this operation. And I'm not here to speak against it, although I have spoken against Art Town a few times in the past, long ago. But I do have one thing that really bugs me, and it bugs just about everybody I talk with relative to Art Town and some of the others. With all of this money that is being sent over to those folks in these hard times especially, the thing that bothers us the most is the massive amount of wasted advertising. You open up the newspaper some days when Art Town comes around, and they've got that calendar in there, and the calendar has to cost more than a few dollars. It's about as fancy as but schedule as you can find, and they're just thrown in the newspapers, and most people, I'd say the majority of people, throw those things around. We have to be more critical of what we do with our advertising money, and even Mr. Iozzi has to agree to throw those schedules in the newspaper or lay them out on the counter everywhere, even out here in the front here. Sometimes they're sitting on the counter, and I don't want to go into a long depth on this thing, but I think the advertising, and I know the advertising people don't like to hear that, but the truth of the matter is advertising has to be more pinpointed and not wasted on these things that are thrown in the newspapers and then eventually thrown in the garbage without even being looked at. They're beautiful little schedules, but they have to be given up. Make believe it's your own money that you're spending on this your own personal money. Oh, look at the news media row showed up. That's nice. I'm glad to see they're here because they have a few things to say about them at public comment. At any rate, I think you get my point. Stop wasting the advertising money, the money on advertising.
All right, I have a motion.